Welcome to the magical world of fairy tales. Today's story is all about Little Red Riding Hood. Let's begin. In a small village near a dense forest lived a little girl with her parents. This girl was loved by many who knew her. One day, her beloved grandmother gave her a vibrant red cloak, and from that day on, she never left the house without it. And so everyone called her Little Red Riding Hood. One day her mother called her and said, "Little Red Riding Hood, your grandma's not feeling well. I need you to please take this basket to her. But I need you to remember to stay on the path and don't stop to talk to strangers." Little Red Riding Hood took the basket from her mother and promised to stay on the path and to not talk to any strangers. In order for Little Red Riding Hood to get to her grandma's house, she had to walk through the forest, across the bridge by the river, and past the woodcutters. It wasn't that far, but Little Red Riding Hood sure wished she knew a shortcut. As she got halfway through the forest, Little Red Riding Hood saw the most beautiful flowers just off the path. "Oh, I'm sure Grandma would just love some of those pretty flowers. It's not that far off the path. If I hurry, I could pick some for her," said Little Red Riding Hood to herself. While she was picking some flowers, carefully choosing just the right ones, she heard a voice behind her. "Hello, Little Red Riding Hood. What are you doing so far off the path on this beautiful day?" Little Red Riding Hood jumped up. She remembered her promise to her mother not to talk to any strangers. But the wolf seemed so kind and harmless, she thought to herself, and then broke her promise. "I'm picking flowers for my grandma. She's not feeling well today, so I'm taking her a basket with some cake and fruit." "That's very kind of you, Little Red Riding Hood. But I must say, it's quite late, and it's going to be dark soon," lied the wolf. "Oh, no, then I should be running," said Little Red Riding Hood. As Little Red Riding Hood turned around to leave, the wolf said, "Now wait a minute. I can help you get to Grandma's house a lot faster. I know a shortcut." The wicked wolf gave Little Red Riding Hood some bad directions. She thanked him and ran off. In the meantime, the wolf took the path to Grandma's house. When he got there, he knocked on the door. "Who's there?" asked Grandma from inside the house. The wolf answered in his sweetest, softest voice. "It's me, Grandma, Little Red Riding Hood. I've got a lovely basket of food for you." When Grandma opened the door, the wolf pounced on her, eating her with one gulp. He got dressed in Grandma's nighties, put on her glasses, and got into her bed. Some time later there was a knock on the door, and again in his sweetest voice the wolf asked, "Who's there?" "It's me, Grandma, Little Red Riding Hood," said the voice on the other side of the door. "Come in," said the wolf. When Little Red Riding Hood entered Grandma's bedroom, she said, "Oh, Grandma, what big ears you have!" "All the better to hear you with, my child," said the wolf. "Oh, but Grandma, what big eyes you have!" "All the better to see you with, my child," said the wolf, smiling at Little Red Riding Hood. "Oh, Grandma, what big teeth you have!" At that moment, the wicked wolf jumped up, shouting, "All the better to eat you with." Little Red Riding Hood turned around and tried to run away, but the wolf grabbed her. Just then the door flung open and in came her father, the woodcutter. The wolf tried to escape, but his tummy was just too big after eating Grandma. The wolf fell, and at that moment the woodcutter grabbed the wolf, put his hand down the wolf's throat, and pulled Grandma out, saving Little Red Riding Hood and Grandma from the wicked wolf. Little Red Riding Hood felt very bad for breaking her promise to her mother and realized that if her father wasn't near, things could have turned out very bad. From that day on, Little Red Riding Hood always stayed on the path and never spoke to strangers ever again. And that brings us to the end of another story. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on any more magical stories. Thank you for watching. Take care. God bless. And until the next story, goodbye.